Fergus Kapanaduga, OIC, Director of Bethany Institutions, Reverend Father Matthew Prafu, OIC Principal, Reverend Father Isaac, OIC, Bursa, Headmaster, Teaching and Non-Teaching Faculty, and my dear students of Janodaya Bethany High School and Pre-University College. First of all, let me take this opportunity to wish you all a very happy Independence Day. It gives me a matter of great pride to have been invited to deliver a talk on the occasion of the 75th Independence Day. Our nation has been marching ahead and have been making immense progress in every facet and domain of human development. After the adoption of a constitution and ensuring that there is a roadmap laid out in terms of prospective plans, we have steadily moved ahead. Talking of economy, one of our former Prime Ministers had said a few years back that India, that has been termed as the brightest jewel in the British Crown, was the poorest country in the world in terms of per capita income at the beginning of the 20th century. All that has changed. Our nation has fought against all odds and has gone on to become the world's 6th largest economy by nominal GDP and the 3rd largest by purchasing power parity. Our nation is one of the world's fastest growing economies, and this growth trajectory will see India become the world's 3rd largest economy by 2030, overtaking the United Kingdom, Germany and Japan. We must remember the fact that historically India was the largest economy in the world for more than 2 millennia, that is from the 1st until the 19th century. Therefore, we are very much back on track. One of the major reasons that the long-term growth perspective of the Indian economy remains positive is due to its young population, which means it is because of young citizens of country like you, the students of Janodaya Bethany School and PU College, that India will have a better future. Coming to the agricultural sector, India has the 2nd largest agricultural output in the world. Since independence, the agriculture sector has contributed to more than 51.9% to India's GDP totally. India has made significant advances in agricultural production in recent decades. The result of Green Revolution and associated activities have ensured that from a nation dependent on food imports to feed its population, India today is not only self-sufficient in grain production, but also has a substantial reserve. The progress made by agriculture in the last 4 decades has been one of the biggest success stories of free India. You must also know that despite the pandemic, export of agricultural and allied commodities during 2020-21 shows an increase of 18.49%. Now, coming to other sectors, in the automobile industry, India is the 4th largest in the world. In aviation, India has the 5th largest market in terms of passengers. We are the 3rd largest biotech destination in Asia Pacific region. In chemical industry, India ranks 6th in the world. In chemical sales, India is the world's largest producer of milk. Our country is the 2nd largest producer of steel globally. India is the 3rd largest pharmaceutical industry. We have the largest rail network in terms of passenger traffic. India has the 2nd largest road network in the world. 2nd largest mobile market in the world. I can go on and on. Now, in terms of health, a post-independence national strategy that is focused on health, immunization, rural health, nutrition and other high-impact interventions have improved health outcomes across India. With the launch of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, we have recommitted ourselves to Swachh and Swasth Bharat, which means a clean and healthy India. Talk about science and technology. India has one of the world's best framework for basic research. Our progress in science and technology coincidentally accelerated along with our pursuit for gaining independence in the 1900s. The works of great scientists such as Jagadish Chandra Bose, Prafulla Chandra Ray, Srinivasa Ramanujan, C.V. Raman, Meghnad Saha, Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar, Homi Baba, Vikram Sarabhai and many other greats have not only helped to further scientific progress in India but for the entire world. Look towards the space. The Indian Space Research Organization possesses full launch capabilities. We can deploy cryogenic engines and launch extraterrestrial missions and operate large fleets of artificial satellites. The ISRO has launched several space systems, including the Indian national satellite INSAT. Since the launch of ISRO's first satellite Aryabhatta in 1975, we have progressed very rapidly. With the Mars Orbiter mission or Mangalyaan, India became the first Asian nation to reach the Mars orbit and the first nation in the world to do so in its first attempt. We proved our capability with Chandrayaan mission, and with Chandrayaan 3 planned in 2022, we will achieve a soft landing on the moon. With the Gaganyaan mission that is intended to be the basis of the Indian human space flight program, we will soon have the capability to send man to the space. The spacecraft is designed to carry a 3-member crew to orbit and safely return to the Earth after a mission duration of up to 7 days. In education, presently India has education standards that's at par with the global standards, and we have progressed from a situation of widespread illiteracy of just about 18% in 1950s to almost 75% of literacy today. In addition to this, Indian educational institutions have produced eminent business leaders such as Satya Nadella of Microsoft, Sundar Pichai of Google, Rajiv Suri, Indra Nooyi, etc. A large number of world leaders such as Aung San Suu Kyi of Myanmar, Hamid Karzai of Afghanistan, Bingu Mutharika of Malawi, Sitvini Rabuka of Fiji, His Highness Jigme Wangchuk, the King of Bhutan, and a number of others have studied in India, and their policies have impacted and are impacting the global policies. Our education system has also produced Nobel Prize winners and winners of awards at international stages. Our musicians, painters and persons representing various art, craft and cultural forms have made their marks in the world. In sports, our country recently put up its best ever performance in the Olympics. Our sportsmen and women are renowned throughout the world for their exemplary performance. India has one of the strongest militaries in the world and has been protecting us very successfully and efficiently against our adversaries who employ both conventional and non-conventional measures. And thanks to the Indian Armed Forces, our territorial integrity has been maintained. Recently, INS Vikrant, also known as the Indigenous Aircraft Carrier 1, the first aircraft carrier made by India, carried out a maiden voyage, signifying our resolve in our journey towards Atmanirbhar Bharat, the path to be self-reliant. At this juncture, I will draw your attention to our brave men and women of the armed forces who battled rain, cold, deserts, rough seas, dizzying heights and bullets every single day and have dedicated their lives so that they can protect Indian citizens and our borders. They are always awake and ever ready so that our citizens can sleep in peace. The soldier is also a citizen. In fact, it has been said that the highest obligation and privilege of citizenship is that of bearing arms for one's country. I would also like to call your attention to the exemplary work that our healthcare and frontline workers are performing in the time of COVID-19 pandemic and the sacrifices that they have made to keep us safe. Dear children, why did I speak about all these? I reminded you of these because you must never forget the greatness of our country. Our journey since independence is a story of achievements, progress, development and success, and most importantly, the magnitude of progress made by Indians battling against odds. We were given the freedom to pursue our dreams only after independence, and we are flying high. We are the best in the world, and it's true that our growth stooped under the British rule, but now we are back on track because we have the freedom to grow. Let us not forget that this freedom that we enjoy today has been won at a great cost. This freedom that we presently have is the result of tireless struggle of a large number of men and women who have made great sacrifices so that we can all have a better life, a better tomorrow. And that is precisely where you children come in. Your predecessors have made a grand platform for all of you. It is your responsibility to take our nation to greater heights. The future of our nation depends on you. Now, what does this responsibility or your duty mean? It's simple. Be a good citizen. Now, what does that mean? Well, it is even simpler. First of all, as students, your teachers and parents have reposed a lot of faith on you. The most precious possession of every parent is or her child. They have a lot of hopes pinned on you. Therefore, please study well. Attend classes regularly. You must understand that in this unprecedented COVID pandemic, a lot of people have been severely affected both in terms of health and finances. A lot of sacrifices are being made to ensure that you all get a good education. Please live up to their expectations. Be honest and truthful. Do not let shortcuts or easy money lure you. All these shortcuts are temporary. Whatever is achieved with your hard work, perseverance and honesty will stay forever. Money is not everything in the world. The most precious things in the world cannot be bought by money. Your dignity, honesty and righteous conduct are what you will be known for. Follow rules and regulations. They are made to make our lives better, and we can all move forward together in an orderly manner if we are disciplined. You have to be disciplined, but most importantly, you have to be self-disciplined. By which I mean, you have to do the correct things when you are not being watched or observed by anybody such as your teacher or parents. Do the right things for you and not for anybody else. Please embark on a journey of self-development. In addition to your prescribed curriculum that is defined in textbooks, there is a world out there, outside the textbooks to explore. The major lessons that help you succeed in life are not written in any textbook. It comes by experience, and you will only gain experience if you explore. Go and run a cross-country race. You may fall down, but you will learn to get up and run again. Participate in a debate and you may come second, but work hard to come first next time. Play a football match or any match. If you win, don't forget to appreciate the efforts of the team members whom you have defeated. And if you have lost, don't forget to congratulate the winner. And remember to play fair, which is the most important thing to do. Read a book. Find out what Stephen Hawking has said about the universe, or how the beauty of the nature has been described by poets. Then go out there and admire the beauty of flowers and birds. Have you wondered how perfect a flower or a bird is? We, despite the progress of science and technology, has not been able to achieve that level of perfection. Take in the magnificence, might and grandeur of mountains near you. Remember, we have only one earth to live in, only one earth. Remember, we do not have any choice but to preserve it. Take care of your environment, keep your environment clean, and make sure to take care of your personal hygiene too. Respect others. If you respect others, others will respect you. Be compassionate and help others. There is enough in this world to be distributed amongst all. An act of compassion, however small, may change a person's life. And not only would you have changed his or her life, you would have acted as a beacon of inspiration to many others. Finally, always remember to honor and respect this great nation of ours. I have in my earlier part of the talk reminded you of our great achievements. We live in India. We are Indians first and foremost. Do not let anybody do anything that dishonors India or do anything that will fracture our unity and sovereignty. We have to stand together. Every other nation is competing with us. Unless we stand together, we will not progress. And unless we progress, we will not have a better tomorrow. Therefore, children, the choice to live in a better tomorrow is up to you, to each one of you. Therefore, your actions as a good citizen will determine the future of India. And with this, I conclude and once again wish you a very happy Independence Day. Thank you and Jai Hind.